I just noticed that. I knew you'd want it. Just being tactful.
Thank you. Welcome. So today is cloud hands. But first, I'd like to practice from cross hands. And then I'd like you to think about any questions you might have or anything that we've learned thus far. Okay, so I'm going to turn around. Cross hands. Shift to the right. Turn the left almost to straight. Separate your arms. Pull in the right. Swing, step. Brush. Strike. Roll back. Circle your arms. Shift your weight back. Turn to the side. Press. Pull in the right. Attach the left and press. Push. Square up almost to the corner. Pull back over a ball. Hands in front of your chest and push. Fist under elbow. Shift your weight back. Flatten your hands. Pull and turn all the way around. Push down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, push with the right. Step with the left to the corner, connect. Step with the right, grab. Pivot the left, pull down. Shift to the heel, lift up and punch. Step back and repulse monkey. Swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 2, swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 3, swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Diagonal flying. Turn, pull in the right. Step and close. Turn and pivot the left foot. Raise hands and step forward. Pull in the left. Circle your arms. Root the right heel. Close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down all the way to the back, circle your arms, step and close, turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at sea bottom. Yield forward, pull in the right, pull back, pushing off the left heel. Change your footwork, sink down. Fan through the back, come up, attach the left to the right, push up and step. Separate and look through the tiger's mouth. Also make sure you are vertical. Turn body chop with fist. Shift weight back, circle your arms. When your weight comes back to the left, make your fist. Root, strike, strike with the left and with the right. Okay, parry, block, and punch. Hands come to the center. Swing, step, parry, block, punch, Chengfu. Open your left hand, reach out with the left, and come together, step and close, ward off right. Roll back, come to the corner, shift your weight back, and go to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and press forward. Push. Straighten your shoulders, flatten your arms, come back over a ball, hands in front of the chest, and push forward. Single whip. Shift your weight back, flatten your hands. Turn and pull all the way around. Press down, release the left, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. How did that go? Are there any questions? Okay. If not, let's think about cloud hands. Okay, cloud hands has a unique stepping that you don't have anywhere else in the form. So essentially, when you are in single whip, to get into cloud hands, what happens is you come across and your front foot goes straight, and then you pull in your other foot to be parallel with it so that both your feet are pointed straight. Then essentially you're going to move sideways and your feet stay parallel. So the hard part about the footwork is if I do it from same direction as you, okay? If I'm coming here, I'm going straight. Then I move my weight to the left, and then I pull in so that I'm parallel and shoulder width apart. So then I'm going to move in, let's see. I'm going to go double width, move over, and come back. And then double width and move over and come back. Let me see if that's right. Nope, it's the other way. Okay, sorry about that. So here, I come here, I'm shoulders width. Then I shift all the way to the right. I go double width and come back. And then double width and then come back. And then double width. And then the last one, I am going to face the corner. So instead of coming here, I'm going to come here. And this becomes the back foot or a bow stance. I'm going to pivot and make a bow stance. So is there any question about the footwork? Essentially, the part that's hard is that since you're not looking at your feet, it's hard to keep that parallel stance. And for a lot of people who start, what they do is you're starting from a bow stance and you're going to a bow stance at the end. So when you're coming here, you're coming here. You're supposed to reach out with your toe and then step. And then this foot comes up, heel, ball, toe, and step. And then this is heel, ball, toe, and then step, toe, ball, heel. And comes up, heel, ball, toe, and comes down, toe, ball, heel. Now, if you have a hard time figuring out whether you're parallel or not, you might try starting using the edge of your foot. So let's say that you come in here and you're here. Instead of going toe, ball, heel, just step with the side of your foot. Then you're sure to be parallel. Then you push off the side and come up. Push off the side, step to the side, push off the side, come in. So depending on how you feel your stepping is going, it may make sense for you to try this edge type stepping to begin with. And then once you know how it feels in your body, it's easier to do the stepping out with your toe first. Does that make sense? Let me, So are there any questions? Yes, so.
Can you
Yes.
go through the footwork again and the counting? So I know
Okay.
you do the
So I'm going to do it facing you just so you can see it. And then I'm going to turn around so you can follow me. Okay. So if I'm from bow stance, okay, I'm going to turn this foot so that it faces forward. Then I'm going to pull this one so that it's parallel. Then I'm going to shift my weight to the right, step out with the left, toe, ball, heel, then pull up, heel, ball, toe, come in, toe, ball, heel,
now,
shift.
is that considered one because there's like 3 cloud hands. Is
There
that
are 3 cloud hands,
that
right?
would be the end of one.
Right. So usually I'll show you with the hands and you can see more readily. So when you come here, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's when you make your bow stance.
Okay, thank you.
So if I do it in this direction, then you make the 45-degree one, pivot, bow stance. So there are 2 tricks on this one. One is you have to keep your feet parallel. 2 is you have to stay the same height. So what happens is if you are watching here, when you're coming here, essentially you keep your knees bent so that when you reach out, if you watch my shoulders, they're staying the same height.
Yeah.
Can you see that? So this is why I was telling somebody it takes more leg strength than you think, because you basically have your knees bent the whole time and you're moving along. And that also allows you to keep very good control, because one of the problems with cloud hands, when you see the hands, I'll show you the hands and then it'll be more obvious what the problem is. So let's do one hand at a time. Okay, essentially you're making circles with your hand. Okay, so when you are at a single width, essentially what you're doing is the left hand just comes across and then it pulls. Okay, what does the right hand do? Let's just do the right hand. The right hand is at a hook. What the right hand does is it comes down and then it makes a ward off. And then when it gets to the top, it pulls. So you're making a ward off here and a pull. And you're alternating ward off and pull. And you're doing it by turning your elbow. So if you look at it here, can you see? I'm staying on a single plane,
Yes.
right? I'm not going out there someplace, okay? And the only way I can do that is by turning my elbow. And this is a relatively complicated move because your hands are moving, each hand is moving in a circle, okay? But they have to coordinate with each other. And in addition, you have to coordinate your waist movement, because what happens is that, well, let me show you what the move looks like. So when I'm coming here, I have to turn my waist in order to make it to this side. If I don't turn my waist, I only get this far. Or if I wanted to get that far without turning my waist, then my chest comes out. You cannot keep your body shape without turning your waist, okay? So here, I am turning my waist in order to get there. I'm making my circle. I'm turning my waist to get there. And each side, I'm turning my waist. And if you look at the circles, what you're doing is, let's look at the right circle, for example. When I essentially, the easiest way to think about it is, think about your index finger. When you get to top dead center, you should be going on the pull side. So you're warding off and you're starting to turn when you're in the center of the body. When you're at top dead center, you're here and coming around. So when you're as far as you can reach, turn your elbow, come around, ward off. When you're at top dead center, you're ready to turn the other way. And then you're pulling, ward off, come up, pull. Now, one of the reasons why some people have trouble keeping their balance as they move their feet and move their hands is that they essentially don't keep their circle. Can you see that I'm making a circle? What happens is people think pull and they pull. And what happens is that they're off the center of balance. So then they can't keep your body in the proper shape. So let's do just the feet first, and then we'll do the hands, and then we'll put them together. Okay, so if we do the feet from here, you're at bow stance. You're going to shift to the right and turn the left so that it's facing 12 o'clock. Then you're going to shift to the left and then pull in the right so that your feet are parallel to each other. Then you're going to put all your weight on the right, shift, heel, ball, toe. Shift, toe, ball, heel. Shift all the weight over, come in, toe, ball, heel. Shift to the right, heel, ball, toe. Shift to the left, toe, ball, heel. Shift to the left. Make your 45-degree stance. Shift to the right and pivot on the left ball. Then come straight forward and make your bow stance. Okay, let's try that again. You're at a bow stance. You shift all the way to the right and turn on your heel. You shift all the way to the left and pull in your right foot. Then you shift to the right, pull up the left, set it down, double width, shift your weight to the left, pull up on the right, set your right foot down, shift to the right, pull up on the left, toe, ball, heel, down, shift, heel, ball, toe, up, shift, toe, ball, heel, down, shift, 45 degrees, all the weight on the right, pivot on the left, and just step forward. And you should be on a bow stance. Okay, any questions on the footwork? Did that make sense? Okay, now the hands. So if we do one hand at a time, then we can put them, I'll do one hand at a time facing you, and then I'm going to turn around and do them together because the coordination is much more difficult if I'm doing it facing you. Okay, so if I'm using my right hand, you can use your left hand. Okay, so essentially, if you start either hand on the bottom, you make a ward off. Then you get to your body center, you start turning. When you're at top dead center, your hand is to the side. Turn and pull. When you are as far as you can go, your elbow turns. Your palm faces back. You make your ward off. You come up. You turn to pull. Pull. As far as you can go, turn your elbow so that your palm is back. Ward off. Come to the top. Turn. Pull. Come down. And you just keep making your circles, and you do the same thing on the other side. So if you are ward off on the other side, you come up, you pull, you come to the side, as far as you can go, turn your hands facing the back, make your ward off across your body. As you come up, turn, pull, come down. As you turn your elbow, you're in ward off. Come up, you get to top dead center, turn, pull, come down. Okay, now let's do the hands so that they are together. Okay, so when you are at, well, let's just do the hands first. Okay, so if our hands are here at work, well, let me show it to you first. If one is at ward off and the other is at pull, okay, then what happens is basically you want to match it up so that at the sides, you're pulling with one and warding off with the other. And then they are opposite. One is pulling, one is warding off. And your timing has to do with having the horizontals match, because that's when you're stepping. Okay, so you're pulling, warding off. Then as one goes down and wards off, the other one's pulling. And then it's at the side. And then when you get to the top with one, it pulls, the other one is still warding off. Then as you come up to the top, the one on the top pulls. Okay. So you're making two circles. Now, even though the Young family form is relatively large, don't make your circles way too big. In other words, don't make your circles so that you cover your face, okay? You should be able to see when you're doing this, okay? So don't come here. Don't come further than here, okay? So you're pulling. Okay, now let's add the feet. Okay, so if you are at single width, your first move is going to be to turn this foot to the straight. And while you're doing it, this hand moves over to the side. Okay. It doesn't really change position. So it just comes over to the side. Then it starts pulling across. It starts pulling across and the other hand comes down. And when you're here, this foot comes parallel to the other one. Then as you shift your weight, you step, double wide. Then you come together. Then step out. Then come together. Let's do one more and then we'll do the third one. So here you come to 45 degrees. Then you continue with cloud hands, except you do it a little to the diagonal. And then when you get here, you make your hook hand. Single whip. So all the way until you make your hook hand, you're doing the same hand work as single whip, as cloud hands. Okay, so I'm going to turn around and we'll do it this way. So here, I'm at single whip. I'm shifting weight to the right. I'm turning the left foot to straight and my hand goes to the right. I free my hook hand and I pull with the left, ward off with the right, and pull in my left and my right foot. Then I shift to the right. I'm circling my hands. When I get to here, I step out. Then I'm warding off on the bottom, pulling with the top, step in. I'm coming across, warding off, pulling, step out. Warding off, pulling, and then I'm going to step to the corner. Then I'm still doing cloud hands until the very end here. I make my hook hand and I'm warding off with the left. Then standing ward off step, deflect, strike. Does that make sense? Any questions?
Looks good.
Hi, Rita.
Yeah,
Question. When you step out, right leg, do you do heel first or toe first?
when I think Master Yang does heel first and Fang Lao Shi does toe first. So it's whatever is more comfortable for you. Actually, it has to do with how wide your stance is. So generally speaking, if you have a wide stance, then you will step out toe first. If you have a narrower stance, you will step out heel first.
Really?
So, if you are taller, you're going to have a wider stance. If you're short like me, you're going to have a narrow stance. So I always step out heel first. But for taller people, some of them tend to step out toe first. So whatever is comfortable for you.
Okay, I just realized, I did the heel and then you were talking about instruction. It was, toe ball heels one. I was thinking I was doing all around all this time.
No, I like to do it heel because it's close, you know? Generally speaking, if it's close, use your heel. Then if it's further out, you're reaching with your toe. So when you're coming across, you're kind of reaching with your toe because it's double wide. And
Right.
then you're coming across and it's double wide. Whereas the last one, it's pretty close, right?
Yeah,
And then you're just pivoting and you don't even have to pull in the left before you make in your bow stand because you pivot and just put it forward because you're already the right width. All you have to do is move it forward for the last one.
the right width, only if you step up a little farther away.
Yeah, if it's far away, reach out with your toe. If it's close, step with your heel,
Okay,
as a general rule.
okay, yeah.
Okay, are there any questions? Other questions? Yes, no? Okay, let's practice a few times then. Okay, so we're at single whip. Oh, the other part that I forgot to emphasize is the waist turn. Okay, I'm going to do it toward you so you can see. So here. So I'm coming here. So not only is my waist turning corner to corner, my gaze also follows the leading hand. So this hand is leading, the pulling hand is leading. So I am looking beyond the pulling hand. And then when I come back, I'm following the pulling hand. And my waist is turning because my shoulder is not going out. Okay, so because I'm keeping my shape, I have to turn in order to get my hand to the side. Okay, so if I do it again from here, I come in and then okay, so I'm going to turn around so that you can follow me. Okay, so we're at single whip. Okay, we're going to shift weight to the right. Turn the left foot to the straight as your left hand moves over to the side. Okay, release your hook hand. Pull with the left, ward off with the right, step in. Pull with the right, ward off with the left, step out. Pull with the left, ward off with the right, step in. Pull with the right, ward off with the left, step out. Pull with the left, ward off with the right, step to the corner. Pull with the right. At the end, make a hook hand as you pivot your left foot. standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Okay, how did that feel? So the idea is to keep your circles in line with your weight shifting.
Mhm.
Okay, so as I am pulling, I don't extend my weight too far. Okay, my weight is here. And then as I step out, my weight is never beyond the side. I never go way over there. Okay, so make sure you stay centered. Otherwise, you will lose your balance. Okay, so let's try that again. So you're at single whip. You are shifting to the right, turning, pivoting your left toe. Your hand comes over to the right. Then release the hook hand. Pull with the left, ward off with the right. Step. Come up, pull with the right, ward off with the left, step. Come across, pull with the left, ward off with the right, step. Pull with the right, ward off with the left, step. Pull with the left, ward off with the right, step to the corner. Pull with the right, all the way to the end. Make your hook hand, pivot the left foot, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Did that feel okay? Stay in balance, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna do it a couple of times. Yes, Leisha, you have a question?
Only saying it's better today, the balance at the end.
Good, that's good. So let's do it a couple of times and then we'll do it from cross hands, okay? Just so we get it all together.
Mhm.
So we're at single whip. We shift weight to the right, pivot the left to the straight, and the left comes to the right. Then release the right and circle. Pull in the right as you get to the left. That was one. Circle, pull, ward off, step. Circle, ward off, step. Circle, ward off, step. Circle, ward off. This is the third one, so you step to the corner. Circle, pull, pivot, make your hook hand, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Okay,
Mhm.
one more time. Single whip. Shift weight to the right. Pivot on the left heel. The right, left goes all the way to the right. Release the right. Pull, ward off, step, one. Pull, ward off, step. Pull, ward off, step, two. Pull, ward off, step. Pull, ward off, step, three. pull, make your hook hand, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Pretty good? Yes? Okay. One more time and then cross hands. Okay. Single whip. Shift weight to the right. Pivot on the left heel. Left hand goes all the way to the right. Release the hook hand. Pull. Ward off. Step. That's one. Circle. Pull. Ward off. Step. Pull. Ward off. Step. That's two. Pull. Ward off. Step. Pull. Ward off. Three. Go to the corner. Pull. Ward off. Make your hook hand, pivot the left foot, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Okay, any questions before we do the whole thing? Okay. Cross hands. Shift to the right. Turn the left almost to the straight. Separate your hands as you shift weight back. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike. Roll back. Circle your arms. Shift your weight back. Turn to the side. Press. Pull in the right, attach the left, press forward. Push, square up almost to the corner, flatten your palms, come over a ball, hands to the chest, and push. Fist under elbow, shift weight back as you flatten your hands. Pull and turn. Push down, ward off with the left and push out with the right. Step to the corner, connect, step right, grab, pivot the left, pull down and make your fist. Root the left heel, lift up and punch. Step back and repulse monkey. Swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Two, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Three, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Diagonal flying, turn, pull in the right. Step and close. Turn and pivot the left foot. Raise hands and step forward. Pull in the left. Circle your arms. Root the right. Come together in the middle. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands. Pull down, all the weight goes to the back. Circle your arms, step and close. Turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step. Brush, strike. Needle at sea bottom. Yield forward, pull in the back foot, push off your heel, change your footwork and sink. fan through the back. Come up, turn your right, attach the left, push up, step, and separate. Turn body chop with fist. Shift weight back as you circle your arms. Shift weight to the left as you make your fist. Root, chop, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Circle to the center. Swing, step. One line, two sides. Parry, block, punch. Chengfu. Shift weight back, turn your left toe, reach out with the left. Pull, come through, step and close, right ward off. Roll back, turn to the corner, and then shift back to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and press forward. Push, square up to the side, flatten your hands, roll over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push. Single whip, shift weight back, flatten your hands, pull and turn. Push down, release the left, ward off with the left hand, hook hand with the right. Standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Wave hands like clouds. Shift to the right. Pivot on the left. Left hand goes all the way to the side. Pull, ward off, step. One. Pull, ward off, step. Pull, ward off, step. Two. Pull, ward off, step. Pull, ward off, step to the side for three. Pull, make your hook hand, pivot the left, standing ward off, step, deflect and strike. How did that feel?
Good.
Okay,
Mhm.
do you want to do one more time and then we'll close class? Okay. Cross hands. Shift to the right. Turn the left foot almost straight. Shift weight back, separate hands. Pull in the right foot. Swing, step, almost to the corner. Brush, strike. Roll back. Circle your arms. Move your weight back. Turn to the side. Press, pull in the right, detach the left, press forward. Push. Square almost to the corner, pull back, over a ball, hand in front of the chest, and push. Fist under elbow. Shift weight back, flatten your hands. Pull, turn, push down, ward off with the left, push with the right. Step to the corner, connect. Step with the right, grab. Pivot the left, pull down, make your fist. Root the left, lift and punch. Step back and repulse monkey. Swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, strike. Two, swing, step. Hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Three, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Diagonal flying, turn, pull in the right, step and close. Open for diagonal flying. Raise hands and step forward. Pull in the left, circle your arms, root the right heel, come together to the center. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down all the way to the back. Circle your arms, step and close. Turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at sea bottom, yield forward, pull the back foot in, pull back, pushing off the left heel. Change your footwork and sink. Then through the back, come up, attach the left, push up, step, separate. Turn body chop with fist. Shift weight back, circle your arms. Shift weight to the back and make your fist. Root, chop, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Circle your arms. Come down the center, swing, step, parry, block, punch, Chengfu, connect, grab, come through, step and close, right ward off, roll back. Turn to the corner, come back to the other corner. Press, pull in, attach, press, push, square up to the side, flatten your hands, roll over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push. Single whip. Shift weight back, flatten your hands, pull and turn, press down, make your hook hand, standing ward off, deflect and strike. Wave hands like clouds, shift to the right, pivot the left, your left hand comes to the right, shift to the left, pull in, ward off. That was one. Pull and ward off, step. Pull and ward off, two, step. Pull and ward off, three. Pull and ward off, come to the corner. Make your hook hand, standing ward off, step, deflect and strike. Okay? Thank you very much for coming to class and practice. I know cloud hand is really a matter of coordination. Question, Yali?
No, just wanted to say, greetings and thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will see you next week, Friday. Dee Dee is going to do the practice. And she's an expert on cloud hand. She'll be great.
Thank you, Rita. That was really
Yeah,
good.
thank you, Rita.
Thank you. That was
Thank
great.
Thank you, Rita.
Thank you.
Okay,
Rita.
thank you.
Thank you, Didi.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.